Rooney Mara, such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on Carol, such a beautiful film.
Thank you.
Is it true that the first time you read the script you went, no, I can't be doing it right now?
Yes, but not because of the material or the project or anyone involved. It was just, I had just worked a lot, and I honestly just thought I would be bad in it. I didn't think, but it was at a time where everything I read, I felt that about. I was like, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that, I won't be good in that. And so it was more out of not believing in myself for the part than having anything to do with the actual project.
So what was the turning point? When did you go, no, actually, I'm made for this role?
Well, then the film kind of, they had put a whole other thing together and it kind of fell apart, and then Todd came on board and they came back to me, and it was over a year after the first time I'd read it, and I hadn't worked in a year. And so I was really hungry to work, and I reread it and was like, oh my God, I can't believe I ever passed on this. But that happens. I mean, sometimes I pass on things and then I reread them or see the film and I'm like, what was I thinking?
I suppose you have to be in that state of mind though, don't you?
I mean, everything's about timing,
Yeah.
and where you are in your life and what you're responding to is sometimes totally has nothing to do with the material and more to do with yourself.
There's so many different elements that had to make this film work, but I think one of the main ones was that the leads had to have great chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Your chemistry with Kate was unbelievable. Was that something instantaneous, or was that something that you guys had to work on?
It's not something you can work on. I mean, it's like men and women, or women and women, or men and men. Like, you either have chemistry with someone or you don't. It's not really something you can fabricate. I mean, a director can manufacture it in editing, I suppose, but it's just not something you can really know. Luckily me and Kate did end up having chemistry, but it's not something you can really plan for.
The reception you got to this at Cannes was unbelievable. What's it like to be standing in front of an audience and see their genuine reaction to the film?
Well, Cannes is such a unique experience, and it was my first real experience at Cannes. And so to be with this film and with Kate and Todd and Ed Lockman and all these women, all of our producers who had worked so hard for years and years and years, 11 years to get the film made, to have that kind of reception was unbelievable. I mean, it's quite awkward standing there. They have like a spotlight on you, and I mean, I think there was like a 10-minute standing ovation. So think about how long 10 minutes is.
Yeah, what do you do?
To just stand there. I mean, Kate, of course, is just like, she's just good at everything, and like, she just knew exactly what to do, and she's so like lovely, and I just felt so awkward standing there, like, especially for that long. Like, what do you do? But it was really special.
Now, I know you can't believe everything you read on IMDb, right? But
Yes.
It's rumoured that you're coming back for the girl who played with fire. What can you tell us
Oh,
about
but I mean,
that?
that's been on there for like 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would love that to be true, but no one's calling me about it, so.
What about the untitled Terrence Malick picture? Because that looks amazing. The cast looks fabulous. I know you probably can't say too much, but what can you say?
It's not that I can't say too much. I just wouldn't know what to say because, I don't know what the film will ultimately be about, or what my part will be in it, or how much I'll be in it, or if I'll be in it at all. It's Terry is, he's a unique filmmaker, and I can't wait to see it either. I worked on it so long ago at this point, and it was such an incredible experience, and so I'm also very anxious to see it and see what the film ultimately ends up being.
And finally, your career has been great to date. What is the best piece of advice that you've received to succeeding in this business?
I don't know that I've received specific advice on how to succeed in this business, but I think sort of one of the greatest lessons or gifts that anyone gave me was, on the year that I worked with David on Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, he really, I was obviously very new at that point, and he really sort of fostered in me, which I don't think is something that's fostered in women a lot in our industry, to have a voice and to speak it. He constantly wanted to know what I thought, and so he really sort of, that's something that I've always carried with me, is to not be afraid of having an opinion and a point of view, and to speak it, and to, at the end of the day, it's my name and it's my face and it's my livelihood, so I should have a say in it and a voice. And he really sort of fostered that in me.
Well, Rooney, great to meet you and continued
you.
success.
Thank you.
Spin
#1038
#1
for music and entertainment.